Hello, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about what are called the one-dimensional arrays in C language. This is in continuation with my earlier lecture on Introduction to Arrays. So when you are declaring or defining one-dimensional arrays, you have to remember certain points very carefully. So points to remember. The definition requires the following 3 points. The data type, first one, array name, second one, and the size of the array. So these are the 3 important aspects of it. And then the size must be a positive value or an expression resulting in a positive value. So that is an important aspect. And the array index starts with 0 and ends with size -1. And another one is the sequential memory is allocated. The elements of arrays are accessed with an index, and we also call it as a subscript. So let us see how an array is initialized. So array initialization. So now it's implied that one-dimensional array initialization. So there are different ways of array initializations. First one is you can write that int a and 3. The array name is a, and the type of dot is going to hold is 3, and the type of dot it is going to hold is integer. Number of elements are 3 here. So the initialization is generally done within this curly brackets, and the elements are separated by comma. So 10, -20 and 5. As I said, the consecutive memory is allocated. So here for A, 3 memory locations are allocated and their values are initialized as this. Coming to the second one, where I have written int A, and this I have purposefully left it as a blank, and initialized it to 3 values, 1, 5 and -1. So here the size is calculated by the system, so not we. So while running the language processing system, that itself will calculate it, and it will take the size to be 3. So we have initialized it. And another one is int a 5, and I have initialized it to 0. Not all the compilers. So some compilers will accept it. So initializing an array to only one individual element. So all the elements of the array are initialized to 0. Another kind of initialization is writing int a3, a5 and 1, 2. So I have only given the first 2 elements. So what happens is only the first 2 elements are initialized to this 1 and 2, and all the remaining elements are initialized to 0. See, these are all the compiler dependent. You say that they are the compiler dependent. Some compilers will say this is a wrong declaration or long initialization, but the other compilers will simply accept it. So this is about initialization of one-dimensional arrays. Thank you.